Sorry, I was on mute. Okay. Hare Krishna. Today we will be going through the verse from the first canto, Srimad Bhagavatam, 6th chapter, 36th verse. Sarvam tadivam akhyātam yat
सर्वमिदम् आख्यातम्
yat prushtoham tvaya nagha
यत्पृष्टोऽहम्
janma karma rahasyam me
जन्म कर्मरहस्यमे
bhavataschatmatoshanam.
भवतश्चात्मदूषणम्
Sarvam tadidam akhyātam
सर्वं तदिदं
yat prushtoham tvaya nagha
यत्पृष्टोऽहं त्वया
जन्म कर्म रहस्यं मे
जन्मकर्मरहस्यमे
भवतश्चात्मतोषणम्
भवतश्चात्मदूषणम्
सर्वं तदिदमाख्यातं
सर्वं तदिदं
यत्पृष्टोऽहं त्वया नघा
यत्पृष्टोऽहं त्वया
जन्म कर्म रहस्यं मे
जन्मकर्मरहस्यमे
भवतश्चात्मतोषणम्.
भवतश्चात्मदूषणम्
Word to word translation: Sarvam, all, tat, that, idam, this, akhyatam, described, yet, whatever, prishtaha, asked by, aham, me, tvaya, by you, anagha, without any sins, janma, birth, karma, activities, rahasyam, mysteries, me, mine, bhavataha, your, cha, and atma, self, toshanam, satisfaction. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. O Vyasadeva, you are freed from all sins. Thus, I have explained my birth and activities for self-realization. As you asked, all this will be conducive for your personal satisfaction also. Purport: the process of devotional activities from the beginning to the stage of transcendence is all duly explained to satisfy the inquiries of Vyasadeva. Narada has explained how the seeds of devotional service were sown by transcendental association, how they gradually developed by hearing the sages. The result of such hearing is detachment from worldliness, so much so that even a small boy could receive the death news of his mother, who was his only caretaker, as the blessing of God. It is very important. The death news of his mother, who was his only caretaker, as the blessing of God. And at once he took the opportunity to search out the Lord. A sincere urge for having an interview with the Lord was also granted to him, although it is not possible for anyone to see the Lord with mundane eyes. He also explained how by execution of pure transcendental service, one can get rid of the fruitive action of accumulated work, and how he transformed his material body into a spiritual one. The spiritual body is alone able to enter into the spiritual realm of the Lord, and no one but a pure devotee is eligible to enter into the kingdom of God. All the mysteries of transcendental realization are duly experienced by Narada Muni himself, and therefore, by hearing such an authority, one can have some idea of the results of devotional life, which are hardly delineated even in the original texts of the Vedas. In the Vedas and Upanishads, there are only indirect hints to all this. Nothing is directly explained there. And therefore, Srimad Bhagavatam is the mature fruit of all the Vedic trees of literatures. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. This is the summary shloka with all the secrets that is clearly mentioned and presented by Narada Muni. The mystery, he said that all the mysteries of transcendental realization are duly experienced by Narada Muni, and therefore by hearing such an authority one can have some idea of the results of devotional life. So here Shravanam is glorified. Out of all the 9 processes of devotional services, Shravanam is key factor. Most important, it is the doorway to enter into all remaining 8 processes of devotional service and thus attain the Lord's abode, the Lord's shelter. So Shravanam, if suppose if you how many chapters, how many cantos are there in Srimad Bhagavatam? Last time also I asked, how many cantos?
12 cantos.
12 cantos. And among these 12 cantos, which is the Ashraya Tattva? Means the most key canto? Which one? Out of 12. Guess something, some guess. You can
10th canto.
10th canto.
10th canto. 10th canto is the Ashraya Tattva. Means it is the Samam Bonam and it is the ultimate shelter of the Supreme Lord. 10th. And it is also represented as the face of Krishna. Lotus face of Krishna. And in the 10th canto, how many chapters are there? Anybody knows anything? Around 90 chapters are there. And in the 90 chapters, there are 5 important chapters. What are those? These chapters are called as 28 to 33. These chapters are called as Rasa Panchadhyay. Rasa Panchadhyay. And these are very important and very confidential. No ordinary reader can read those directly and cannot enter into the Ras Leela of Krishna. They will be kicked out. You can't understand anything, even if you try to enter into that file. And among these most 5 important chapters in whole Srimad Bhagavatam, can anyone say that how many verses are there?
18,000.
18,000 verses are there. And among these 18,000 verses, which there is one important verse which is hidden in this most secret 5 chapters. What is that secret verse? Tava kathamrutam tapta jivanam Sravana Mangalam Srimadatam Bhuvi Grunanti Ye Purita Jana. So this verse is glorifying the Shravana Mangalam, Srimadatam Bhuvi Grunanti Ye Purita Jana. Shravana Mangalam means Shravana is auspicious. The Lord's pastimes, the Janma, Karma, everything which are transcendental, if we hear, that is the key secret of developing devotional life. So we all should pay complete attention on this Shravana. And Srila Prabhupada said that if we want to sow a seed and if we want to make the seed sprout, what are the factors that are important? Suppose you have a seed, you need a mango tree and you have a mango seed. So if you want to sprout that seed, and what are the factors that are to be required? Generally you can say
water and the soil.
Water and the soil. And if suppose you have nice water and you have nice soil, if the seed is not that potent, means it is not good quality seed. Can you sprout? Can you
No.
make it sprout? No.
No.
So the seed should be potent, the land should be fertile, and gradual watering, regular watering should be there. And of course, the other environmental factors are there, like sunlight, air, all these are also extra later factors. In the same way, if the Shravanam means the topic, it should be related to the pure devotional service, means that is related to the Supreme Lord and the devotional service and his pure devotees, and that is the proper seed, not all nonsense. If we hear and if we sow, you cannot get. That is the proper potent seed. And the land should be fertile, means our heart should be clear without contaminations, means proper attention should be there to that seed, to accept that seed, means to accept that Shravanam. Our heart should be ready, that is the fertile land. And regular watering means following that instructions which are hidden in that Shravanam, that is the regular watering. So what is the result? We can sprout the devotional service within our heart, means we can develop attraction, we can develop that laulyam. Krishna bhakti rasabhavitamati kriyatam yad kutopalabhyate tatra laulyam apimulyam ekalam Krishna bhakti rasatmakam, means tatra laulyam apimulyam ekalam. Only price is that greediness to see the Lord, to perform the devotional service. Always the devotee should be greedy, greedy, greedy. Here we are seeing personally, we are seeing Srila Prabhupada has narrated very nicely, very elaborately in so many verses how Narada Muni got his pure transcendental life as Siddha Purusha, where he can travel anywhere. How he got that? He gave this oral reception very sincerely to the perfect subject topic of devotional service from the pure transcendentalists, and he made his heart ready for that. That means he heard very sincerely, he paid attention, and that means his heart is very fertile. He received the proper seed, and afterwards he developed the greed to see the Lord, and he hankered for that, and Lord blessed him. Here they mention nice that he had an interview with the Lord. Interview with the Lord is granted for him. He could see with his personal eyes the lotus form of the Lord. He could talk with him. We can develop that greed by meditating and following the instructions. One time Srila Prabhupada is in Vrindavan Dham. At that time, he went to hear from Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati. But on that day, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati said that I am not feeling well today. I cannot give so much class. If any of you want to go and visit the temples, Vrindavan Dham has more than 5,000 temples. If you want to go and visit temples, you can go and visit. Then many of his disciples, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati disciples, went to see so many temples from morning till night. But Srila Prabhupada was sitting just in front of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati. Then Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati asked Srila Prabhupada, why you didn't go along with them? Then Prabhupada said that, what I can see with my mundane eyes, if you say something and I will hear that and I can see the Lord with those ears. What he said? If you say something about the Lord, I can hear and I can see the Lord with those ears. This is the perfect way of seeing the Lord. And Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati said that you are the perfect devotee. So, a perfect devotee's devotional service starts with hearing. Because he is a perfect listener, he is a perfect follower, he became a perfect devotee, and now we are able to read Srimad Bhagavatam and discuss Srimad Bhagavatam. That is the potency of hearing. And we all need these three factors. We all should adopt these three factors. We should have perfect hearing. We should hear this Srimad Bhagavatam every day with proper ready acceptance. Means we should absorb that hearing and we should realize and apply in our daily life. Then we can also become. We should understand the mood of the spiritual master. Here, Srila Prabhupada understood the complete mood, what Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati is intended to say. What is his intention? He accepted that mood and he executed. He is a Jagat Guru, enlightening so many mlechas, so many yavanas, so many fallen souls. Even till today, his books are making amazing transformations, mystical transformations. So this is the secret. Everything lies here in Shravanam. And follow the instructions of the spiritual master. Then anybody can become a great devotee. Not like partially you hear and not doing whatever you want. If a doctor gives a medicine and he is the good doctor and he has given a perfect medicine, still the disease is lying same, means what might be the reason? Can someone say? Doctor is an excellent doctor, the medicine is perfect, but the disease of the patient remains same. What might be the reason?
They didn't take proper dose.
They did not take the proper dose, means they did not follow the instructions properly. That's the reason the disease remains the same. In the same way, if we also follow the instructions as it is, if suppose you cannot understand, Siksha Gurus are there, take their shelter, follow whatever they say without any doubt, without any duplicity, then you can see a blissful Krishna conscious life. And when you preach something to others, it will go into their heart because you followed. Here Narada Muni followed it perfectly and he could inject the same into the heart of Vyasadeva. Because of that pure reception from Narada Muni, Vyasa Maharshi could write these 18,000 verses of Srimad Bhagavatam, which is making a revolution in this materialistic world, transforming unlimited souls. That is the potency of hearing and following and giving to others. It will show the result. Many times we will feel that I am saying so much, Mataji, I am saying so much, but they are not hearing. If we hear, they hear. That is the parampara. So follow sincerely and pass it on. You can see the reciprocation because the Lord is watching everything. Lord Paramatma is there in the Guru heart, in our followers' heart. So Paramatma will help us when we are sincere. Here Paramatma helped Srila Vyasadeva. Here Paramatma helped Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada could create a great revolution in people's hearts. And another point it is mentioned is many people read so many literatures and they will be bewildered. They know so many Vedas, so many Upanishads, so many Puranas. But here the special glory of Srimad Bhagavatam is, it is Amala Puranam, Nigama Kalpataror Galitam Phalam, Sukhamukad Amruta Dava Samyutam, Pibatar Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muhuraho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavukaha. This Srimad Bhagavatam is Nigama Kalpataru. Kalpataru means it is the desire tree. It can give all mature fruits of all Vedic literatures. Means it is giving, Srimad Bhagavatam is the main literature, only literature that is giving the ripened fruit. Means it is giving the essence, the cream of all Vedic literatures. If you follow Srimad Bhagavatam alone, that means you are, it means that you completed all other Vedic literatures. If you read only Srimad Bhagavatam in your life, that means it is giving the essence of all Vedic literatures. You don't need to read so many, you hear so many and get ending up in confusion, saying that everything is one, everyone is one, I am also God, you can worship me also. Then you will go to hell, your follower will also go to hell. No. Srimad Bhagavatam says that Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. So Krishna is the Swayam Bhagavan. So that you will have complete conviction if you read Srimad Bhagavatam. And Vedas and Upanishads are saying this fact indirectly, vaya. And it is not giving clarity. That's why Srilam Vyasadeva was in despondency. Means he was in disappointment even after he has written so many Vedas, so many Upanishads. Because he did not clearly mention. Now, Narada Muni is enlightening him. Because you did not glorify enough this Srimad Bhagavatam and the supremacy of Krishna and devotional service to Krishna. You write this Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the mature fruit of all Vedic literatures, then your mission will be fulfilled. You will attain ultimate satisfaction. And we should, all mysteries, these are explained by Narad Muni to Vyasadeva. And Vyasadeva took it forward, and with extreme conviction, he started writing this Srimad Bhagavatam, all 18,000 verses. And this 18,000 verses Srimad Bhagavatam is only for this universe. If you see other universes, and when Ananta Sesha was telling this Srimad Bhagavatam to 4 Kumaras, Sanaka, Sanatana, Sananda and Sanat Kumaras, 4 Kumaras heard this Srimad Bhagavatam from Ananta Sesha. It has millions of verses. And this Srimad Bhagavatam is increasing day by day. Because so many Lord's pastimes are added. And if you see Srimad Bhagavatam, it is not only Lord's pastimes, Lord's devotees' pastimes are also there. For example, in Bhagavatam, Dhruva Maharaj's pastime is there, Gajendra Moksha is there, and Prachina Barhi, Prithu Maharaj, like that, Ajamila. So many glories, so many pastimes of the devotees are also there. So when the devotees are increasing day by day, and Lord's pastimes are increasing day by day, Srimad Bhagavatam verses are also increasing day by day. So this is the, we can say that essence is same, but details are adding on. And when Parasara Muni was told by, I think, Jaimini or someone, he was that Srimad Bhagavatam are also more number of verses are there. So this Srimad Bhagavatam 18,000 verses is to our Kali Yuga, especially in Srimad Bhagavatam first canto itself it is said that when Lord Krishna went to his abode after Dwapar Yuga is over, Krishne Swadhamopagate Dharma Gnanadibhi Saha Kalau Nasta Drushamesha Puranarko Dunoditaha. So when Krishna went to his abode, this Srimad Bhagavatam has risen as the sun to dissipate the darkness. That means when Krishna is going to his abode, in place of him, as a substitute, he gave this Srimad Bhagavatam, and saying that Srimad Bhagavatam is non-different from me. So whatever purpose you want to approach me, with the same purpose, if you approach this Srimad Bhagavatam, all your needs will be fulfilled, all your desires will be fulfilled, and all your doubts will be cleared. That is the glory of the Srimad Bhagavatam. And if we want to understand this Srimad Bhagavatam, so we should have a nice serving attitude. If suppose a spiritual master is there, Bhagavad Gita says that tadvidhi pranipatena, we have to approach the spiritual master, render service submissively. In the same way, if we want to approach this Srimad Bhagavatam, what we should do? We should have faith, Shraddha should be there. And when you open the Srimad Bhagavatam, either you read yourself or you hear from senior devotee, you should have that fertile land. Your heart should be prepared to receive all the instructions of the Srimad Bhagavatam, instructions of these Bhakti Vedantis like Srila Prabhupada. Then if you accept those instructions, meditate upon them, and if you follow that, like Srila Narada Muni, you can also develop the greed to see the Lord. You can also develop greed to perform the devotional service, and Lord will give darshan to you one day. And Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur said wonderfully one quote: don't try to see the Lord, serve in such a way Lord will see you. Okay, don't try to see the Lord, serve in such a way Lord wants to see you. That's what Srila Prabhupada did, and our acharyas are doing. They are giving their life to serve the Lord, to serve the spiritual master. That's why Krishna is always ready to invite such souls back to Godhead. A red carpet is given in, and there is a permanent place in the heart of the Lord for such devotees. So if we also walk in the footsteps of such great acharyas, we can also have that red carpet, and we can also have a place in the Lord's heart or at the lotus feet of the Lord. There is no difference between the lotus feet of the Lord, heart of the Lord. Both are absolute. Okay. With this, we will pause here. If you have any questions or reflections, you can say. So the takeaway points are: we should hear attentively, accept the instruction, and follow them as it is. Then we can also become a great devotee like Srila Narada Muni or Srila Prabhupada. Okay, at least try. We should try. Even though many challenges are there, when we are sincere, Krishna helps us. Okay. Okay. If there are no questions, we will say prayers to Lord Narsimha Bhagavan for the well-being of ISKCON Somerset and all devotees of the world. Ugram Veeram Mahavishnum Jalantam Sarvatomukam Narasimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrutyum Namamyaham. Ugram Veeram Mahavishnum Jalantam Sarvatomukam Narasimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrutyum Namamyaham. Ugram Veeram Mahavishnum Jalantam Sarvatomukam Narasimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrutyum Namamyaham. Narsimha Bhagwan ki jai, Prahlad Maharaj ki jai. So let's offer our humble obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnavas. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. A few announcements are there. Tomorrow we are going for the picnic. If you haven't joined the WhatsApp group, join. And if you are there in the WhatsApp group and did not share the screenshot, please make the payment and share the screenshot. And if you have any your Bhakti Riksha members, encourage them to join. This kind of picnics will develop the interactions and make them comfortable to discuss any challenges and to overcome any hurdles with this interaction. Otherwise, they cannot open up their heart when they have any difficulty to overcome or to regularly chant or to perform devotional service. This comfort will be developed by these big kind of picnics. That's why we are putting efforts and arranging these picnics. And Sunday feast, all of you attend the Sunday feast at ISKCON Somerset, Sunday evening. Okay. With that, we will conclude today's session by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra 3 times, which is the Yuga Dharma of this Kali Yuga. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. भगवान श्री कृष्ण परमात्मा की जय। ग्रंथरा श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे हरे हरे बोल। हरे कृष्ण।